Hello and welcome back to another warm up rambling video. And we're still using the bitey pen, the pen with the bite, the pen with the chomp to it. It's got a little bit of a scrape, a little bit of cut, a little bit of slice. Um, so today, which is, for you, this would be super in the future, not that far ahead, but I did order a messenger bag against my better judgment. So allegedly it will be here sometime this week. So we will see. Today is not as cold as it's been. The temperature today is like 3 Celsius or something, and it's been -4 recently, -4 Celsius. At least I think that's what it was, and you can feel it. Like you can actually feel like how much warmer it is because you know it just feels warmer. Like you could just feel the warmth, and you know still have not found a decent oversized hat. So in that department we're kind of screwed for now. I am still in the market for some gray markers. Like I have 2 sets of markers that are like perfectly fine, but I need like some like really like throwaway markers to like test stuff with, but mostly for like doing tonal work that isn't like that was just like practice, like not to make uh anything significant, but I guess I'll just use the ones that I have in order to do that. But I did want a gray marker for the just the general tonal stuff with the light box, so that way it could be you know complimentary. I'm supposed to be working on a animation of this flower, so hopefully I'm able to get that done. Whenever that's finished, I'll like post it in a future video as like a section, hopefully. And good news, we went and did the research about the Call of Duty live commentaries from you know 15 plus years ago, or 10 plus years ago, 15 plus years ago, because 10 plus years I don't think I was watching COD on YouTube in 2015. I think at that point it was I was done with YouTube Call of Duty, and I don't really watch Call of Duty anymore anyway. So, but I was wondering if they were like lying about live commentary over post commentary, and from what I observed, no, it seems relatively accurate, except for like obviously the people who were probably faking the gameplay, but that's a whole new story. That's a different excerpt in the book. That's a different set of rules, and the main other interest. We finally solved the mystery. Were they lying? The answer is no. At least that channel wasn't. The one that I used to watch wasn't. It was 100% live, and that's good. For some reason, sorry. For some reason, I have face covering on, and my nose is just like irritated. It's like irritating the hell out of my nose, and this is a new one too. So I don't know why that's happening, but my nose is like super irritated. Like, and when my nose get irritated, it runs. It does not matter about like what's going on. You know, it could be any time of day, and if my nose is irritated, it's just gonna be like, yeah, I don't care. I don't give a hoot. I'm doing me. So it's interesting as far as that goes. But yeah, we're still using the bitey pen. This pen has so much bite. I don't even know that's what you call it, but it's like you could feel it like going over the paper. Like you could feel like kind of like the it's not smooth writing. If it's supposed to be like smooth writing, it's not. Like you could feel it like going over like the ridges of the paper. Like it's interesting in that regard because it's not like I'm not really used to that where you could like feel it going over the paper and it's a little bit annoying. I mean, it's not really that annoying though. It's kind of like it's starting to become like it's starting to feel kind of good, like a little tactile, like a tactile kind of sensation. Where it's like, oh look, this feels kind of nice. Like this is like a unique feeling. Like what do you call it? It's like rumble on a controller, even though you turn that off. You turn rumble off on the controller, but like it's kind of like kind of like rumble a little bit, you know, a little bit like rumble on a controller, which is really amusing. And we're still watching the Twilight Zone. Have not really been watching too much of the 4400. Um, I'm gonna, be keying you in on things um, that are going on. And one of the main things is that my last 3 videos before this video have not been uh, edited, reviewed, or uploaded yet. And I usually don't do that. Usually, once I'm done filming these and I get back to the command center, I'm able to make. I'm able to like just sit down and put everything together. But the other day, I needed to get my hair redone, and it threw off my whole day. So I was so sleepy that like I still kind of haven't recovered from that, and yeah, so that's been screwing me up, and you know it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but we persist. I don't really like. There is alright. So there's an episode of Twilight Zone where the guy thinks like he wants to be young, and all the people in the old folks' home are like, you know, essentially boring him, and he's bored. He wants to go home with his son, but his son doesn't want to take him home, and it's a little bit sad because it's like he didn't seem like he needed to be in that home, to be honest. Like I don't know like what the justification was for putting him inside of the retirement home. I mean, I guess he gets to like be there with a bunch of other old people and they get to um, form community, but that's not what's going on there. Oh boy, it's like building up. It's like scraping the paper into the tip and building it up so that it like causes harm. But um, essentially, he's in the old folks' home. The other guy's in the old folks' home, and they're all in the old folks' home, like you know, essentially because their loved ones don't want to take care of them or whatever the case may be. But he seemed pretty like autonomous, and like he could get stuff done and do things on his own. So I really don't know why he was there. He was like running around. Obviously, he's trying to act like a kid so he could recapture his youth. And obviously, if you ever seen it, it's called Kick the Can. And if you've never seen it, like towards the end of the episode, they sneak out at night to play a game of Kick the Can. And this game of kick the can revitalizes them and makes them young again, and they all run away into like the Twilight Zone, I guess. And it's an interesting episode because in many ways it is true. You know, once you stop doing certain things, you do begin to age. Also, like, you know, human beings get older, but certain things you have to like keep about you, like your imagination, you know. And I don't mean like delusion, you know. Depending on the delusion, maybe, but your imagination, you want to keep, um, you want to keep your just general curiosity about things and observation, you know. And those things are important to maintain a youthful outlook because I feel like uh, a lot of people, their creativity dies when they become overtly serious, but like still like super ignorant, and it makes no sense. It's like you're like uh, overly serious, yet you don't know anything. It's like how does that happen? Like how are you? How is it possible that you are so focused and still so like belligerently dumb or like I just ignorant? I just don't get it. Like I don't understand how's that a thing, but it's just something that seems to happen, and it strips them of anything that would make them uh, be youthful in a way, because you could be youthful and have a lot of, you know, light for life. And I know that like there are a lot of events that happen that will strip you of this feeling, of this sensation, of these thoughts, of this emotional uh like I don't know, being. And you want to always stay connected to that because it allows you to enjoy being alive and enjoy life in a way that is you know, probably best, unless somehow you figure out another way to derive joy. You know, it's like the if you ever play Monster Hunter and you've gotten everything in Monster Hunter, the game becomes boring once you get everything that you want to get, and the only way you could derive fun anymore, at least in my experience, is by taking other people's grinds and doing it for them. And what I mean by that is like joining people's quests to help them grind for things, to help them get something. And by doing that, you siphon some of the joy that they get out of getting the thing that they want by being there, by being present, by helping them. And essentially, it's the same thing that you do, like you could do with your youth, is by you know, staying curious about things and wanting to do new stuff and trying new things, and don't allow this world to break you down in that way. But it is a little bit easier said than done because the Monster Hunter version is very simple. You know, the other version is applicative to your day-to-day life, and you have to try to find different things to do and different things to believe, not believe, but like, you know, to invigorate that feeling, which is a bit harder because you can't just go to quick play and join up. You have to actively look for things, and that's the difference, I guess. But I think you know, I think this warm up is done. I think we've warmed up. I feel like lately we haven't been warming up properly. We've been getting too invested in making figures, and we don't even really draw uh, new pieces with people. But I don't know. I might start doing some digital art time lapses in between these uploads. Um, Something for like later at night, but it requires. I mean, they might just be time lapses, honestly. I was gonna say like maybe I just talk, but that'll require like too much planning ahead for uh, environmental noises and whatnot. But I will see you in the next one. Thank you if you made it this far into the video. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And, you know, do you like the Twilight Zone? Do you not even watch it? Have you never seen it? And I will see you again soon. See you later.